In the years following the tragic death of his mother, Princess Diana, the Duke, presumably Prince Harry, has spoken publicly about the profound impact it had on him and the complex dynamics within the royal family during that time. The Duke has recounted the devastating moment when, at just 12 years old, his father the king, presumably King Charles III, delivered the news of Diana's passing. The Duke vividly remembers his father sitting on the edge of his bed, looking at him in an uncharacteristic manner as he shared the terrible news. The Duke waited anxiously for his father to reassure him that his mother would be okay, but instead heard the king's words that would haunt him. "Darling boy, my worst fear is that she did not survive." These words, the Duke has explained, were a pivotal moment that forever changed the trajectory of his life. In the immediate aftermath, the Duke was struck by the eerie silence within the royal household. No one, including his father, seemed to openly grieve. The Duke himself did not cry at that moment, a detail he recalls with startling clarity. In the years that followed, the Duke has described feeling increasingly disconnected from his father, citing multiple occasions where the king appeared to ignore or overlook him. This only exacerbated the Duke's feelings of abandonment and lack of support during that traumatic time. However, the Duke has also shared small gestures that provided him some comfort, such as receiving a keepsake from his aunt, Sarah Ferguson, a small blue box containing a lock of his mother's hair. These personal mementos have helped the Duke maintain a tangible connection to the mother he lost too soon. Throughout his recollections, the Duke has emphasized the profound and lasting impact his mother's death had on him. He has described Diana as simply indescribable and said he misses her every day. Her passing, and the aftermath within the royal family, seem to have shaped much of the Duke's subsequent lived experience and worldview. While the Duke's account paints a picture of a young man grappling with immense grief and a perceived lack of support, it is important to recognize the complexity of family dynamics, especially within the public scrutiny of the royal household. The king's own emotional state and methods of coping with such a devastating loss may have played a role, even if they were not fully understood or perceived by his son at the time. Ultimately, the Duke's willingness to share these intimate details speaks to the enduring impact of his mother's death and the ongoing reverberations within the royal family. As he continues to navigate the aftermath, it is hoped that he can find healing, reconciliation, and a sense of peace for himself and his loved ones.